slow and steady decline in Dutch national football. Is that fair?
Well, that's right, but we're in a shock also because we didn't expect this. I'm 52 years old, and I can't remember seeing such a bad game of the national team in my whole life. So it was a shock for us as well. But you're right. The World Cup 3 years ago went very well. We managed to get third there. But if you are honest, we didn't have a really great team up there. We did have Arjen Robben, who was at the time the world's best player, I think. Yeah, and he on his own managed to get us the third spot. But he covered up a lot of problems, which came up to the surface after the World Cup.
Let's talk about those problems, Tom. What exactly are they? Because you're right, here's a team that, you know, on its way to coming third at that World Cup, beat the likes of Brazil and Spain. You had players like Arjen Robben, Robin van Persie, Wesley Sneijder. What is it? What are the specifics that have led the Dutch national team down this path?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it, and it's very hard to say what the problem is, of course. But, well, you can say that we're not as good anymore as we were in the past. That's for sure. But the other thing is that there's a lot of criticism on the Dutch Football Association at the moment. They made a lot of strange choices after the World Cup. There was only one man who should have been the national coach, and that is Ronald Koeman. Everybody wanted him. He wanted to be the coach himself. But they left him out, and he was very humiliated by that. And at the time, they appointed Gus Hiddink, and they were telling that in 2 years' time, Danny Blind would be his successor at the time. Well, and now they admit that was a mistake, and it was. You can tell. So, well, it's hard to say what the problem is. But if you look at the midfield playing the last match at Bulgaria, there was Wijnaldum and Strootman and Klaassen from Ajax. 3 very good players, club players, and everybody was thinking, well, the midfield is the good part of the team. But it was the worst part of the team. So Strootman didn't manage to get one pass to the right player. So it's very strange. We don't know ourselves here what to do as well. But we know one thing we have to do is to appoint the right manager now. So there is a little chance that we can reach Russia. It will be very hard, but well, we got to get the right person now.
And who would be the right person, Tom? Who do you think would be the right person?
Well, almost everyone in Holland wants Louis van Gaal back. Of course, he didn't have a great time at Manchester United, but he is at the time, I think, the best coach we have. Although I think I don't think he will do it. He's on a sabbatical now. He had a tough time privately. Some people in the surroundings passed away, and I don't think he wants to be the national manager anymore. I think they should appoint Ronald Koeman, but as you know, he is a successful manager at Everton now, so in a very important phase of the competition, so he can't say now that he wants the national job. But I'm sure that when they are going to talk to him, they have a chance. And otherwise, Frank de Boer, the former Ajax coach, would be a good choice, I think. But the most people want Louis van Gaal, and I think he will be the right person. But I doubt whether he will do it or not.
Okay, Tom, many thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. The crisis in Dutch football here on BBC World News. Just to think, you know, in the 60s and the 70s, clubs in the Netherlands were dominating European football, and now the Dutch Eredivisie is perhaps out of the top 20 in terms of top leagues around the world. Well, the series